Guys, welcome to Bolt from the Blue Tarot. My name is Sam. I'm so excited to do this reading. First off, we got some tea tabs. Let's see. Love is the ultimate law of life. Any more? No, that's it. Love is the ultimate law of life. What more is there to say? Chocolate cards. No, okay. Nope. What more is there to say? This deck. This is wisdom from the epics of Hind. These are stories from the Indian subcontinent. Whoa. Yama's justice. Oh, wait. Are we doing a spread? Okay, we're going to use these like tarot cards. They've been challenging me recently. Krishna's assistance. Sorry, so we got Yama's justice. Yeah, check out that energy, right? That's something. We got Krishna's assistance. Okay, so that is it, and we're going to read both from the book. All right. Wisdom from the epics of Hind. I love Krishna's assistance. That's one of my favorite cards. Yama's justice. Let's give you guys this to look at while I read from the book. Yama, or Yamaraj, is the god of death. Chitragupta is Yama's record keeper, who keeps a record of all actions of all living beings on earth. With the help of Chitragupta, Yamraj decides the ideal justice for each soul. Yama lives in Naraka, the equivalent of hell, which exists many leagues below earth. However, Naraka is not a permanent abode for sinners. It is more like a place of reformation. Within Naraka, there are various levels. Based on a soul's sins, Yama directs them to the appropriate level in hell. He also has the power to send a purged soul back to earth or direct it to heaven. The souls in Naraka suffer with appropriate punishments to repent and purge themselves of their sins. It is said that good deeds and bad deeds don't cancel each other out. When a soul has committed both, it can spend time in both heaven and hell. Let me sit with this for a second. Okay, so there's nothing from the rest of that for you. What is for you is to know that there's a challenge you must overcome, or that you are being invited to overcome, right? That's the thing about what we might call a spiritual test. It's always an invitation, and it's gentle. Even if, we might be thrown into it in the real world, we might feel like it's actually pretty effing brutal, Sam. Yeah, I hear you. I've been there. But there's something right now that you are being invited to face, to address, to move through, knowing that love is the ultimate law of life. Knowing that, this is going to sound a little weird, but knowing that you're going to have to do all this again if you don't. The strong invitation is to do it this time around, right? So that your soul can like move past this level is what it feels like. Do this not just for this lifetime. Do this as though you will have to face something similar in lifetime after lifetime after lifetime if you don't address it now. That might not necessarily be the case, but it's a good focal point. It encourages one to go through the fire rather than stay still or go around it. This will make you a more loving being. It will make you a more accomplished soul. You will grow from it. And there is much to be gained. Yeah, so there's with this heaven, hell energy, there's a little bit of like carrot and stick. So the stick is, hey, maybe do it this time so you don't have to go through something similar again. Prove that you like learn this soul lesson now is the invitation. And that's just like, it's not a vicious stick, but it's a stick. The carrot is what you should focus on, because that's about everything that your soul will gain by going through this, how you will be enlarged through this experience, how much more love you can hold, how much the world will be improved. How much your perspective will change for the better. But that's not all, guys. Let's get on to the really good stuff. Krishna's assistance. Just talk about it? Okay, so Krishna's assistance is about he has to hit a fish with an arrow, but it's moving and there's a distortion on the water, and Krishna says, it's all good, I will steady the water for you, right? So there's this feeling that you are receiving divine assistance through this, what do we want to call this, guys? Experience. Oh man, it's such a subtle word choice from a higher perspective, right? That's how your soul views it. It's like you go to Disneyland or some theme park, and there's rides that are supposed to be scary, and there's rides that are supposed to be like lighthearted and fun, and there's rides that just spin you around a bunch. And your soul sees this life as this big theme park. And the scary rides are in some ways just as much fun for your soul, for your higher self, as the joyful rides. Like the gentle Dumbo elephant ride is good, but you eventually, like, you pay to go into Disneyland. You got to go on the Tower of Terror or whatever. I'm not saying this is going to be terrifying or anything like that, but just know that this may feel like a little bit of a trial. And I don't know specifically what it is. I just know that it's a big soul lesson. A big soul challenge, like a big important level. But you will receive divine assistance, so to have faith in this assistance. to know that your hand is being guided as you shoot this arrow. You can't miss is what I'm hearing. You can't miss. So, you know, the only thing that would make this more challenging is thinking that you could miss, right? Thinking that this is a stumbling block rather than an opportunity. Thinking that this is in some way bigger than you because you are the biggest and the baddest. That's how your spirit team, whoever is coming through from the other side, that's how they see you. Larger than life is what I'm hearing. Yeah, they see you as larger than life. They see you as your soul, right? And all of its lessons, as well as, you know, your time in this life and your unique personality here, this avatar, yeah? They see the bigger perspective and they've seen you do all of the things, seen your soul do all of the things that you don't remember that it's done. And to them, you are a big deal, okay? You're a big deal. And so they just want you to know that, like, you're a badass and you got this and we got you. Like, we got your back. This will be a challenge, but you will rise to it. And you will exceed expectations is what I'm hearing. Yeah, so I just feel like this is a message of encouragement. And I feel like there's a reason I don't have more details on this. It's just like, yes, it's different for all of you, but it's also like, don't worry so much about that. Like, you got this. The details don't matter when you're this badass. Nice. Anything else from here? We covered it. Anything else from anything else? Oh, this is when the chocolate cards are coming into play. Okay. The root chakra, Muladhara. The root chakra is the first chakra. Oh, wait, not that part. Oh. The root chakra is sometimes known as Muladhara chakra because of its feminine energy. It governs the functioning of the lower part of the body, including the lower back, lower spine, kidneys, and bladder. More from here. Okay, we have the start of a sentence here, and this refers to feminine energy. There's something significant there. Solar plexus. This chakra's key concepts are personal power, identity, opinion, intellect, and action. This chakra's color is yellow, and its element is fire. Personal power, identity, opinion, intellect, and action. I feel like you're getting a little bit of a hint here. Like, whether or not you know what this challenge is, and I'm getting that you don't, at least not yet. Or you may be undergoing it, but you don't recognize it for this. I'm getting that this hasn't happened yet. And there's something about your feminine energy, feminine identity, divine feminine aspect. That's what it is. There's something about your divine feminine aspect that will help you breeze through this. Most likely because it will make you available to your intuition, to your highest self, to this divine assistance. I feel like someone else going through the similar circumstances might be tempted to sort of like muscle their way through or like purpose their way around this, to really try to like order events in their favor, to like muscle reality into doing their bidding. But not you, because you understand the power of the divine feminine in that it makes you receptive to a power far greater, a perspective far higher, one that knows what to do even when it sounds insane to you. More cards? No, we got it. Yeah, this is like just a hint, because just a hint is all you need. Yeah, there's a sense here that like I have a feeling of it. There's this feeling of like a little bit of mastery here, where your highest self, your spirit team, whoever you're working with here, they've done a lot of work to get you to this point. You have done a lot of work to get to this point. There's an energy of like thesis statement, capstone project, or just a like, hey, we've been working up to this, but you got it because we've been working up to this. It might seem completely different than what you've dealt with in the past. But when you have this approach that's rooted in the divine feminine, you don't need so much strategizing. You don't need to find a new, like you don't have to purpose into existence a new strategy or method when you can receive it, right? It might involve you doing things differently. I'm not saying that the method won't differ, but it's like you have reached this place of wisdom where you know that the first best step is to find that kingdom of heaven within, right? That kingdom of God, if you will, that resides in the divine feminine, truly. That receptivity to spirit, to source, to God. Whatever phrasing you prefer. Yeah, you're going to nail this. I'm just seeing like, you know when you hammer in a nail in one hit? It's going to be... like it might get a little hairy at times, but you're just being reminded to come back into this relaxed, receptive mode of problem solving, where it's not like you're actually trying to solve a problem. You're going to the place where all of the problems are already solved and moving from there dexterously is what I'm hearing. Nimbly. Beautiful. You got this. I was going to wish you good luck, but I don't think you need it. You've done a lot of hard work to get to this point, and you're going to sail through this. Message delivered. I'll see you guys in the next one.